came walking. I don't know, I'm like too restless, but I noticed the moon is right behind me back there. Okay, I realized like I hadn't really like treated myself and like nourished myself in the way that I needed. And so like I woke up this morning, I'm like restless, and like now I'm eating, and I'm like, I got some overnight oats, and they're like fruit and nuts and stuff, and I'm like, I guess I was like eating pizza and just like, I don't know, I guess more junk and stuff, and I'm like, this feels so good just to like eat it, you know. But I'm glad I came. The thing too was I was telling my dad, like I usually get alone time, so like I don't know, I just felt like restless at night where I was like I don't know, like I feel like I really need my alone time so that I can like just recoup and rejuvenate, and I feel like I wasn't able to be getting that. Like I hadn't being with my family and not like around a lot of people or like on a trip, especially like when you're in a new city, and in a city you're like, there's people talking around, but whatever, I'm gonna talk to myself. But basically I guess it's just like needing to take that time for yourself is what I'm saying, and I guess you have to find the time to do it, you know. Maybe it's earlier in the morning or it's like your own time, but I guess it's like, you know, I realized how like at night I was like wanting to go to sleep or like trying to force myself in a sense, but I'm like, I don't know, I guess there's just so much life in me. I always want to wake up early and like take on the day. And like I also realize how everyone's different, like even though we're in families or, you know, we grew up around our family and we might be used to certain things. It doesn't, oh, I just saw 111. It doesn't mean like, I don't know, that things don't change and stuff. And so I guess when I was talking to my dad about it, I was just telling him like, I noticed that I've gotten used to like that time to like nurture myself and like be able to spend time alone, you know. So anyway, if this serves as a reminder for you to just take some alone time for yourself, whatever that means, whatever it means to make you, help you feel good, or, you know, just remember that that is up to you, and we create our own reality. Like, so it starts by how we feel, and then by how we feel we start to like think certain thoughts in that way. I'm kind of nervous that maybe you're not able to hear me, but I'm gonna check. It is, I guess it like picks up the sound either way, but which is cool. But yeah, I guess I just was thinking about that, and about how sometimes I guess I wasn't always used to like speaking up and asking for my alone time or having the courage to like actually go out and do it. And I just feel like, well, again, I'm reading The Alchemist. I actually have it here with me, and I'm just thinking about like, I don't know, those times. I'm literally on the page where it says, never stop dreaming, follow the omens. And I feel like, I really feel like that's like how my life is lately, like just very like aligned, like continuing to see angel numbers. I feel like I've always seen them and I've been seeing them for years, but now it's like everywhere, like always. And I think it's just like, okay, so what I was going back to, it's like, it's about how we're feeling. Like first we're feeling a certain way. Like let's say we have a feeling of not feeling valued enough or worthy enough, or like maybe we don't value ourselves, or we have that underlying feeling of like, we think that we're not worthy, like maybe other people are, right? And so I guess what I want to say is like that underlying feeling can then affect them. And they're talking really loud. That can like affect our thoughts and then how it physically manifests in our bodies. And that's something that I'm like truly learning. 122, that's my birthday. That's another angel number I see. And then 123 always reminds me to like keep going forward. And then like when I see my birthday angel number, I just remember like that, like new births and like new life, and how we have that opportunity to like take upon that new beginning at any moment, you know. Like if you want to start fresh, you can always do it in the next second. And that's like such a beautiful lesson that I'm grateful to have learned. So these spoons like that are deeper, it's like hard for me to get my lips in there, like especially with this like traumatized skin part where I have like my scar. And it's just because like I can't move it as easily as I can this one. But it's gotten a lot better. Like as you see, this one puffs out normally and this one not just yet. But anyway, so that's why it's kind of hard for me to like, I just saw 222. But, you know, when I was first going through my surgeries, and especially like after my first, so I've been through 6 surgeries so far, I realized that on here I haven't really like done a recap or like, so I guess this can be that. But basically, okay, so 2 years later, a little bit, about a couple weeks after, right? But about 2 years later after my facial trauma now. And so I've been through 6 surgeries to date. For now, it's my last one just because I feel like I need a break. Like I need to like, just like take it all in, you know. I feel like my doctor did also say like just wait about a year until like moving forward with anything forward, like let your scars heal, let them settle. And I mean, I'm really happy with it. What I was gonna say is like, yes, it's not perfect, and like of course you can kind of see there, right, where like, so basically they kind of, okay, let me backtrack. So I if you watched my previous videos, like when this first happened, I lost this part of my lip, right? And so they did reattach it, but what started happening is that when you scar, like, you know, when your scar starts to heal and like it sort of starts to dry up, so when that happens, it sort of started to like ride up into a cleft lip. And so I literally, you might, when you look back at my other videos or even like some of my first videos on Instagram, you'll see that I have that cleft lip, and it was really hard to say some words, some sounds, and even to like eat with a spoon or drink from a straw and stuff. And it's just like, oh, I'll like cry just thinking like how far I've come. And like, it's something small, but it's like a big part of our lives, like something like eating, you know, or our face, you know, the way that we face the world. And I guess I just want to say, like, even though it's not perfect here, I'm still thankful to be able to do this. I'm all emotional, but you know, like, it's a blessing to be able to eat and nourish ourselves. And I guess that's the point of this video today, huh? Is to take your own time, go at your own pace, and just like take in the life that is around you and the opportunities. Because I heard this one thing where it's like, treat every day like it's your first or your last. And I thought, that's such a cool concept. Like, if it's your first day, you're like a child, like curiosity, right, all around you. And if it's your last, you're just taking it in a sense, like, wow, like not taking anything for granted. And like, gosh, emotions are coming over me right now, but I'm just allowing it and allowing myself to feel, because this feels good. Like, I've always been sort of scared to like just do this, like talk to myself, and I guess like in public, because I feel like people are like around and stuff, but I feel so free right now. And so I just want to embrace that and the emotions. So again, I hope that if you're here listening and you're still here listening now, that you allow yourself that space, whatever it is that you need. Maybe it's just to laugh, maybe it's to cry, maybe it's to talk, to let it all out, maybe it's to be still, maybe it's to be quiet, you know, whatever that might be. Again, it's like tuning in back to that feeling, that emotion. Like, yes, sometimes we can overthink and be in our head so much that like things can get so cloudy, you know, but I think we have to remember that we're the sky, and the emotions and the things around us going on, they're like the clouds, you know, passing us by, and we have to remain our groundedness and that expansiveness. And so, yeah, your little reminder there. But I don't know what else I wanted to say, but if I think of anything, I'll keep going. But yeah, I'm trying to think if maybe there are like any other life updates. But yeah, other than that, so like, I'm trying to think what the last video I did was probably my 4th surgery. So I had 2 after that. There was one surgery where they had to take like a part of my ear cartilage. I think it was actually this one, and you can't even see the scar anymore, but they took a little part of my ear in there. I wonder if you could tell the difference. But anyway, they took a little part of my ear in there, and they created the cartilage for me here. So another thing that happened when my nose started scarring as well, you see the hole, it started to get a little bit smaller over time, and it literally was super small at one point before my last surgery. And it was actually hard to like breathe. Like basically I couldn't like breathe. It like got really too small, so I had to go through 2 surgeries where they sort of had to like expand it. So they had to like move things around in here. Like I think one of them was called a Millard lip repair. So if I can find a picture, like an example, I'll put it right here. But yeah, so like basically like move things around here so that my lip can lower and stay that way. And so they've just done a lot of things there, right? So they did things here, added cartilage. Another thing too, just so many things. Like it was definitely painful, and like again, I can feel like emotions coming over me as I think about it. But I think it's good to like heal and just allow things to flow, you know. And so I guess I just want to say like thank you really in this moment for this opportunity and this time with myself and these reflections. And so yeah, so that last surgery, the second to the 5th surgery, they took some part from my ear and they placed it in my nose to kind of help recreate that cartilage that we have, like how this is cartilage right here. Like basically, if you go back to my videos, or again just like kind of an update, is like this is my forehead, right? So this is like from my scar here, they took from here and then they flapped it down, and so then this is my forehead from there. So I love my scars really, actually, and I feel like I'm like, I don't know, like feeling more and more into them, which feels good. So I like the crunchiness of the apple in this. It's so nice. It's a little cold, but it's such a beautiful morning. Don't talk while you eat. I swallowed wrong. I don't know what this thing is, but it's good. Alright. I'm trying to think. I guess what I was just trying to say is just like, I heard something where it's like, to move forward or to keep moving forward or to allow ourselves to like enter that next phase, we also have to honor where we've been and where we are. So honor where you're at, honor where you came from, what you've been through, and be proud of yourself. Because I think that sometimes we don't take the time to do that, or like we think that we have to accomplish these big things to be able to celebrate ourselves. But remember that you can celebrate yourself in every moment, and just the beauty of being alive. Truly, it really is a gift and a blessing. So treat it as such. You are a blessing. I think more than anything, that's like my biggest lesson through everything, is that life is a blessing. Even through the chaos or the pain, it, I don't know, somehow balances out. Like the contrast helps us to choose and see the life that we really want. And kind of going back to the alchemist, is like noticing those omens, or like those little alignments of things that we like, the things that stick out to us. Like for me, it's angel numbers and flowers and like, you know, whatever it might be, in whatever way, 1111, in whatever way you see beauty, you know, like allow that to be a part of the world. You are a part of the beauty of the world. So add to it with your art and the masterpiece that you are, and remember that you are a blessing, period. You're just a blessing in itself. So what a beautiful thing to like nourish yourself and be able to feel like then you can, like you nourish yourself and then it comes out of you, and then you're able to like nourish the world in a sense, you know, or maybe yourself again, or pour back into yourself. But I guess what it makes me think again is like the water bearer aspect of Aquarius, where it's like we take in like emotion or knowledge, and then we want to pour it back into the world. And again, if I can find a like little picture of it, I will put it in. But I'm wishing you a great day, a great night, a great morning whenever you're watching this. But I love you. Love yourself, hug yourself, and take time for yourself. Do what you need to do for you. And yeah, I'm here at Corner Bakery. So I was talking about angel numbers, right? And how they're like always all around me. And like, I was like, I don't even know if there's one right now. I'm like, you know, it's like kind of an overstatement or exaggerated a little bit of like, they're always, but then I laugh because I literally look up and then 222 is right there. Like, it's 2222. Alright, so I want to read this part. I was telling you that of the page that I'm on. So it says, "Never stop dreaming," the old king had said. "Follow the omens." And I'm going to skip down to the part, but it said, "The sheep had taught him something even more important, that there was a language in the world that everyone understood, a language the boy had used throughout time, that he was trying to improve things at the shop. It was the language of enthusiasm, of things accomplished with love and purpose, and as a part of a search for something believed in and desired." I love that. And then like a little bit after it says, again, which I think it must say it at least 2 or 3 times, or I wonder how many times in the book, but it says, "When you want something, all the universe when you want something, all the universe conspires to help you achieve it," the old king had said. And I like kind of the next one. He's like, "But the old king hadn't said anything about being robbed, or about endless deserts, or about people who know about what their dreams are but don't want to realize them." And it's like, so much like life, huh? The old king hadn't told him that the pyramids were just a pile of stones, or that anyone could build one in his backyard. There's so many things in this book that I'm like, I just can relate it maybe either just to life in so many ways. So I don't know. I just wanted to share that.